Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth. I'm not liking the bangs today. It's Monday, September 7th, 2014. This is my week 73 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. And happy Labor Day. I hope everybody is enjoying it. I know God, my hair is like funky today. Okay. I took Thursday and Friday off because my son was getting took Thursday off to go see Gracie in San Diego with Patty. And let me tell you, if I haven't said it loud enough already, she looks amazing for 3 weeks post plastic surgery. Incredible. I mean, she looked amazing before, but crazy. Making me maybe reconsider my my ideas towards doing the stomach part of the surgery because I'm a wimp and I'm afraid it's really going to hurt. So took Thursday off to go see Gracie in San Diego with Patty, which was a lot of fun. And then I took Friday off because my son was getting his wisdom teeth out, which he did and survived and is doing pretty well now. And then I'm taking tomorrow off because my dad's having cataract surgery, so I'm taking him. But it has been very nice to have several days off work because I work for myself, and that sort of means that you work all the time. So I kind of shut off email and just decided to not worry about it for a few days, and that has been really nice. So, sorry, getting over a cold. My stats for the week. My starting weight 21 months ago in January of 2014 was 402 pounds. My weight at surgery on April 14th, 2014 was 360.6 pounds. My weight last week was 210.6 pounds. And my weight today was 208.2 pounds. Yay! Yay! A loss, finally. So that's a total loss in 21 months of 193.8 pounds. And something that I'm starting to do that I mentioned last week that actually really motivates me is looking at the amount of weight that I've lost in a week, in a month, and in a year. Since I'm, getting almost to 2 years since I started this process. So last week I lost 2.4 pounds, which is kind of huge for me at this point. But the bad news is my loss for the last month is 2.6 pounds. Yeah, and we'll talk about why that was. And so I've lost 64 pounds this year. I think what shifted last week were two things. One was that baby hair, get down. One was that I had a small gain for 2 weeks in a row, which I don't know that that's happened before, or it hasn't happened a lot. And I knew that was because of my behaviors. So one thing that helped was looking at how much weight have I lost in 4 weeks. Well, when that's like not a good number, and I start thinking, okay, how long is it going to take me to lose this last 50 pounds? I get a little anxious. The other thing I did was I had started slacking off in a variety of ways. I mean, my gaining weight was not due to if the honeymoon period being over means that you can eat more and you do, then okay, honeymoon period over. But honeymoon period in terms of my body's metabolism, I don't know if it's over or not. I just know if I follow the rules better, then I lose weight. And if I don't, I don't. But because I'd fallen off track in a lot of kind of ways, I decided to do what I did in the very beginning of my process to lose weight before surgery, which was to change one thing at a time, get that thing down and move on to the next. So the thing that I changed this week was to track my food on MyFitnessPal. So that really helped me. And I didn't say I was going to change what I was eating. And I made my MyFitnessPal open for my friends to see. And you could see I did not eat necessarily great this week. But even just recording it makes me think twice about what I'm putting in my mouth. So since I did MyFitnessPal, I can give you my nutritional averages for the week. My average calories last week was 1,196. My average protein was 49 grams, which is a little low. My average carbs was 95 grams, which is a little high. My average water was 70 ounces a day. Now, I started wearing my Fitbit again, but I kept losing it. I mean, now I'm back on track with wearing it. So I took my average steps, but it's not really correct because I lost it for a whole day and then lost it after working out on a couple of days. But anyway, it said my average steps were 4,800. a day last week, but I had my biggest one last night where I did over 13,000 steps, which is awesome. And my active minutes, I had 282 active minutes last week, which averages out to about 40 minutes a day. So those are my stats. I think the MyFitnessPal thing really helped me. I put in another rule. I didn't set this as like a goal, but just as a guiding principle, because I knew I had a friend who was in from out of town, and I knew I would probably be imbibing in alcohol. So I created a new rule for myself, which was no alcohol until you have had 80 ounces of water. So that really helped me in multiple ways. One, because I got all my water in before I had anything to drink. And two, when you're drinking all your water, you're not that hungry. Yeah, newsflash if you didn't already know that. I knew that, but I wasn't doing it. So let's see, what else? And so my goal, I don't know if I already said this, but my goal, so I'm going to add on a new thing every week. So my goal this week is 80, to move that average up to 80 ounces of water every day. So keep tracking on MyFitnessPal, 80 ounces of water, and this is how I'm getting back on track. And what else? I did my first official Naked Truth last night with Trisha and Christina from Pretty Losers, and it was so much fun. If you haven't watched it, I'll put the link below, and you can. And if you haven't subscribed to that channel or my channel, please do so, and also like the Facebook page. Next week, we will have on Losing Weight Kate. Really looking forward to talking to her. I don't think I've communicated with her much since WLSFA. So we'll be good to talk to her next week. Okay, so I hadn't, getting as far out as I am, we're kind of running a little low on topics. So what just kind of went through my mind was, let's just take a list over the weekend of things that I did this weekend that I wouldn't have been able to do 2 years ago. And I'm right, it was right at about 2 years ago that I made the decision to go ahead and have surgery and went to the intro meeting and everything. So it's like, what did I do this weekend that there is no way in hell I would have done 2 years ago? Realize some of these things, know that they did get done, but I paid someone to do it, so it doesn't sound like I never cleaned my house. But anyway, so I came up with 35 things, which was pretty amazing. And at one point, I actually even got a little verklempt, because I think when you go, as things start to become easier in your life, you begin to forget what those things are that you're doing now that you weren't doing pre-op, because they become, more regular and part of your life. So 35 things I did this weekend that I would not have done 2 years ago. Number 1, hopped out of bed on a Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. to work out. Number 2, worked out. Number 3, worked out hard. Number 4, made a video while working out with no makeup, cray hair, and all my bumps and bulges showing. Number 5, put said video on YouTube and was proud of it. Number 6, took a shower and put makeup on even though I had no plans for the day. Number 7, shaved my legs. And I did do that occasionally before, but it was a big fucking deal. Number 8, I don't know how to explain this, but anyway, I just pulled my legs up onto the bed while I was sitting there to put lotion on my legs. There's no way I could have done that 2 years ago. Wore shorts. Picked up dog poo outside. Did yard work. Cleaned out my refrigerator. Took my dog for a walk. Talked to friends on the telephone. What a concept. Reached out to someone about making plans for the weekend that involved leaving my house. Parked at a dress shop all the way across the parking lot from where I was getting food for my son. And then after I was done buying more clothes, transfer addiction, instead of moving the car to the restaurant where I was getting him food, I walked across the whole parking lot. What a concept. Went into the normal side door at Dress Barn. Went out to dinner with friends with only about an hour's notice. Never would have happened before. Pretty Losers last night, we were talking about that feeling of, being the fat friend, being the, least attractive person in a group. I went out Saturday night and felt like I wasn't that person. I felt like I was pretty fashionable for our group. I felt like I was pretty attractive for our group. Did not feel like I was the fat, unattractive friend. Um, Number 20, realized I'd left my lipstick at home when I went to go out and went back to get it. Wore high heels. Flirted. Had some weird, this was kind of weird, had some weird guy try to hold my hand when it was on the back of a booth and he was on the other, it was like a long booth, and he was talking to one of my friends, and I think she knew him, but I didn't know him, and I had my hand on the back and he had his hand on the back, and then he like started playing fingers with me, which was kind of weird, but anyway, I don't think that would have happened 2 years ago. 24, went into the non-handicapped bathroom stall at the restaurant. Number 25, and this was like not so much of a fun thing, had someone who I barely know but am friends on Facebook yell across a large table of people, "Oh yeah, I've watched you lose a whole person online." I mean, I guess that's my own fault because I put my whole journey out there on Facebook, but you know, I was kind of flirting with somebody who may not have known I had weight loss surgery, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, where am I? Number 26. Never mind, number 26. I probably typed that one after I got home from being out and was a little tipsy. Let's go on to number 27. Took a picture with the bass player from Air Supply. Well, now, and I've known him forever, so it's not that exciting, and he's not with Air Supply anymore, and he wasn't the original bass player. But I had another friend who, when we were teenagers, really loved Air Supply, and so I thought, oh, let me take this picture for her. Before, never would I have taken a picture. This is a duplicate, wore shorts. I guess I wore them Saturday and Sunday, so that counts. Number 29, considered placing an eHarmony ad and not checking the BBW box. I'd like your comments about that. What do you think? I'm a size 12, but I'm still over 200 pounds, but I'm not shopping in plus size stores anymore. What do you think? I would post a full body picture as well. I don't know. Let me know your opinion. Number 30, went to the beach. Went to the beach on a weekend. Went to the beach on a holiday weekend. Used my 2 feet to get to said beach. Yeah, crazy. I have like I don't know if it's a phone phobia, but I'm just not a huge fan of talking on the phone. And I usually like to have my call, even if they're like personal calls, I like to have an idea that it's happening. I don't know, I'm some like weird control freak. But Sunday when I got back from the beach, I watched Amy Gets a VSG's video and just thought, you know what, I'm going to call her and see how she's doing. And I did, and we talked, and it was fun. Parked in the furthest parking lot away from the restaurant. That was actually Saturday night. Went to a GNC store to buy Quest bars. Never would have done that. Never would have gone in a GNC store. Got a glimpse of myself in the mirror while I was in line at the store and looked at my body and thought, not bad. And even looking at my body in a mirror was probably different than I would have done 2 years ago. Okay, now this was a huge NSV that I haven't done before. So it's Labor Day weekend. I live in Huntington Beach. There's a big like Main Street area where everybody goes and hangs out. And like I said, Labor Day weekend, very crowded place. And I was going to meet my friend there for dinner last night. And I thought, parking's going to be a pain in the ass. Maybe I'll have my son, and I'll probably be drinking, maybe I'll have my son drop me off, and then I'll just get Uber home. So I did have my son drop me off. We went to dinner. It was really fun. And then I thought, why don't I just walk home? It's like a mile and a half. I walked home from dinner last night. You don't even know how crazy that is. It's pretty crazy. I texted my son because he's on soft food from his wisdom teeth, and I was passing a Mexican restaurant, and I thought maybe he would want refried beans, and so I texted him, and I'm like, do you want me, I'm going by Fiesta Grill, do you want me to bring you something home from there to eat? And he's like, why are you walking home? Do you want me to come get you? And I'm like, because I can, because I wanted to. And no, I'm good. I'll be home in a few minutes. And it was super awesome. So anyway, had a great weekend. Now that I'm on The Naked Truth and we do a lot of shout outs, I'm probably going to limit my shout outs a little bit that I usually do, just because it might be repetitive. So, but there are a couple of shout outs I wanted to give this week. One to my very, very special, wonderful friend, Kim Stephanopoulos, who, it was actually her surgiversary last week, but she's celebrating it this week because it was like the Tuesday after Labor Day. So she is just such a very, very, very special person to me, and just a lovely woman. So I want to tell her happy surgiversary, and I can't wait to see you at OH. And I'm really bummed because she was going to come visit me over Labor Day, and it didn't work out. But then we both could have walked home from the beach. Anyway, Kim Stephanopoulos. I also want to give a shout out to Carrie Downs. She was scheduled to have her surgery this week, and they weren't able to go ahead with the surgery. So I just wanted to give her, I don't know, just some love and some knowing that it will happen. But I can only imagine how disappointing that was. And I want to give a shout out to, I totally can't think of what her YouTube name is, but her name is Sarah Harrison. She's, I don't know, I watched her video today, and it seems like she's doing much better, but I think she was having a hard time, and I just want to send her some love too. You can do this. It's tough being a new mom. And like I told her in my comment on her video, when I was a new mom and dealing with all that stuff, it was hard, and I was eating, Marie Callender's peach cobbler. I can't even imagine what it would be like without that. So anyway, that's all I have this week. You guys have a great week, and I will see you on Sunday on The Naked Truth, and maybe some workout videos during the week. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.